Welcome to the garage. Hope you brought a stop loss.
Woo! Welcome to the garage. How is everybody doing? Today is Wednesday, the 25th. Welcome. What's going on, Mr. Christian? How are you doing over there in sunny Arizona, Tucson?
You know, that's doing amazing. What a great day. You know, recovery seems like every day this week, ever since Monday, it's been a great day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you're making moves. Things are happening. Let's just talk about, we'll get into BTC. I know Lulu's got some TA lined up for us. She's been telling me for the last 30 minutes. She's getting ready. She's got to put a little lipstick on the pig. That's what I heard. So, I don't know if that's a thing, but in this house, it really is. Okay. So just giving you guys some facts right now. Yesterday, we had $588 million poured into BTC ETFs. You like all those acronyms? On the LEMs. Oh, sorry, just kidding.
Exactly.
BTC, Bitcoin ETFs. So that's yesterday alone. That's not retail, guys. That's institutional making macro bets, right? So basically, they're betting on BTC as a hedge, not just a hedge against inflation, but a hedge against geopolitical warfare, against pretty much everything. And why is it different this time? I'm going to tell you. It's different because it's basically, Glassnode, everyone's saying this is not unhedged directional exposure. These people want to be in and own BTC. They're not just here to flip it, right? So it's a little bit different than before. It's a different kind of buyer bringing in with this ETF buyer. You're bringing in the long-term investment guys, not the normal degen trader like Christian. He just likes to buy it, get it, flip it, go. You hear that? Flip it, turn it, rub it around. Oh wait, sorry.
Exactly. It's not even retail yet.
Yeah,
it's not even. Google Trends are still low.
That really is.
It's all big dogs.
It's institutional, right? But it's not just institutional, but yes, mostly institutional. But with the ETFs, you're getting a lot of big guys buying in. There's more and more companies adopting Bitcoin strategy every day. I mean, you hear about another company. It's really crazy. It's awesome. But basically, how do you play that kind of market? You just wait. You buy the dips when you can, especially if you see ETFs are selling out, because big players are backing up the truck, guys, and they're loading the truck, right? So, I mean, I was looking at it. So they're buying there's about a 4,000, was it 4,500 BTC leaving the exchanges every day, and only 450 getting made. So we're going to be that supply shock that we always talk about will be coming sooner than you think. And that's when the magic happens. What we've all been waiting for. So all I'm saying, guys, if you can buy the DEP, keep a little ammo in the case. So if you find, you can get a little more if you can, right? And then just prepare for this next parabolic run, because when it happens, it's going to go big time. What's your take, Christian?
Yeah, like I said, the retail's not even in. No one's bringing it up to us normally. I mean, they ask about it because when we say, hey, we got a YouTube show.
Yeah.
But they're not like, oh my gosh, did you check this out? Did you, like they were in 2021? Like they were hitting us up.
Like, and let's think about that right now. We're talking about that over 100,000, and we're not here.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're 100,000.
They're numb to 100,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome, but they're numb to $100,000. Think that out for a second. What is this world going to? I mean, it's exciting to me, right? You know what I mean? I try and scoop up as much as I can. I have a strategy where I try and, if it's possible, I try to at least buy $1,100 worth every week. And you say, why $1,100? Because it's a tenth.
Take a look.
It's a tenth. Not a tenth. A tenth of a tenth. A tenth of a 10. It's 0.001%. But I'm like, hey, I like to see at least a number on there. I don't, trying to get rid of a zero. And every week, you get 10 of those weeks. You got rid of a whole another zero, right? So it's just accumulate.
And
If you can, if you can't, you don't have to.
Yeah, they're buying Ethereum, BlackRock, and Bitcoin.
Oh, Ethereum's crazy, right? Well, you got how many did they buy this week, Christian?
Yesterday they bought 805 Fidelity Bitcoin worth 85 million. BlackRock bought 4,130 Bitcoin yesterday, 436 million. And then today, BlackRock just bought 3,169 Bitcoin worth 340 million. I mean, they just keep on buying more and more.
That's
It's just
crazy.
like, it's insane. It's like,
Well,
they
they're
did do
just
one
gobbling up.
sellout though. They did do one sellout. They did a sellout like on Monday,
Yeah.
Fidelity, and then
Well, of
BlackRock
course,
bought
you got to
more.
remember they had to sell out. That was when we were in,
Yeah, I know.
it was like Cuban Missile Crisis style.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah. And then
we were in Iran. We were like, it was like we were going to war. What was going on? What's that really look like? Well, I'll tell you one thing: 1,800 ETH got scooped up yesterday. Right, one whale bought 1,800 ETH, 7 million. That's today. Excuse me,
That's
7
yeah. I was
million
gonna say
today.
yesterday was 27.
That's today. That's pushing holdings north of 99 million. This guy, one particular whale, one wallet has $99 million in ETH. This guy knows something.
And that wasn't even like Fidelity bought yesterday 27,000 Ethereum worth 60 million yesterday. So you got
And that
this
doesn't
one
even,
person. Yeah.
that's not even talking about the fact that the EIP 7782 proposal would cut the block times in half. That's the new Ethereum upgrade. So Ethereum faster and more competitive. I mean, that could change the game for ETH. If they can really get that on a faster and more competitive ETH,
They need it.
that would bring the cost down per transaction. That brings ETH into really back into the game, right? So, like I said, the EIP 7782, it's coming. We'll see how that goes, right? Right now we do got the technicals. What's crazy about ETH? The technicals are weak, right? Death Cross printed on ETH, but the smart money is still posturing for upgrade and ETF approvals, tailwind, right? So they're still buying. ETH is lagging BTC, which is historically leads to a catch-up rally, guys. So the fact that it's behind it, we always get that catch-up rally. And if the network upgrade gets any kind of buzz, ETH could just pop and pop fast. What's your take, Christian?
Yeah. When the staking comes live, I mean, when they can actually stake on chain, that's going to be huge. Like we said before in the past with the earning passive and then plus the coin goes up. Everyone's going to want to do it. It's not a no-brainer in my opinion. So,
well, I think where the real use case is going to be because there's so much built on top of ETH already, but I think the real use case, like you're talking, if they can speed transaction times up because it's slow, they can speed the transaction times up and get the cost down. That's going to just change the game. And all I'm saying right now is if you can, try. I would be accumulating as much as I can under $2,400 because that seems like the number. We keep bouncing off it, but who am I? We were at 17 or 1,800 a month ago. Because it was just we got a crazy kick in the nuts, right?
And then we got 2,100 on Monday.
Yeah.
Now we're back at 24.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So ETH is all over the place and it moves fast, right? It's like we were talking about playing leverage on ETH. I said, hey, you got to be really good to play leverage on ETH because that sucker moves quick. I mean, I don't see any. Is there any other crypto that moves as fast as ETH? We're talking like $24, $30 in like a second.
Yeah, it goes done. It's like you're like, what the heck?
Boom, it's gone. Oh, hey,
I thought Solana.
You'll click the bot. You're like, put the long in. Boom, boom. What do you mean it's gone? Gone? What? I barely hit it. It drops that fast. But hey, guys, you got to play, accumulate what you can. What else going on? The meme and AI coin mania. The trenches. Whoa.
The trenches. Whoa. Not when Lulu's at. She's on the high dog.
You gotta be careful in the trenches. You might get it. Guys.
Troller Cat is on a roll today. 636 ROI. Soon listing on Coinbase. Turning small bags into moonshots.
Wait, which one?
Troller Cat.
Wow, okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I just heard about it today. It's been a long day, like every day, but it's so crazy. Like some of these coins come out of nowhere.
And then hit so fast. I mean, I want to go find this Troller Cat. 636% ROI, soon listing, right? That's insane. Sahara AI is another big one, right? BNB, 483 million. in volume today. That's big. Some of these coins are really hitting.
Yeah, I heard about mortgage coin because of the whole proposal today. That was huge.
What was the proposal? I didn't. I don't know how I missed it. Were you talking about
This with the real estate? I shared it, but let me go to it because I don't remember exactly what it says.
20,800% run in 24 hours. This is the NOS canister for degen traders. Wow, these are fast money trades, but let me tell you guys, early breakouts, selling the spikes, never get greedy on these memes. That's the real deal.
The Director of Federal Housing orders preparations for businesses to count cryptocurrencies as assets for.
Oh yes, for loans.
Yes, that's
for mortgages. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that actually. That's actually strong. We need that. And
yeah, that
I
saw that. I was like, whoa! Every day is something.
Mortgage based loan.
You want a loan? You got it.
Well, hey, let me tell you, I would actually need to use that because probably because I got to finance this my new house build, I'm gonna probably have to use cryptocurrency because that's a big portion of my income and a big portion of my assets are in crypto. I do have real estate also, but would be in cryptocurrency. So I'm excited. I like it. I think it's going in the right direction, guys. The playbook. These are fast money. Like I said, they're fast money trades, guys. So hey, if you're in the meme business, I was actually playing with memes last night. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I got bored. It was late. I was on what's the one? BullX. I was on BullX Neo. And I said, oh, I got like 3 Solana on here. Let me just mess around. So now I got 4 Solana on there. And I got tired and went to bed. But, it's one of those things. Get while the getting's up. So I had to look this morning just in case it became a moonshot. Definitely not. I got out. It's good. Protocols. What else going on? Protocol hacks and DeFi risks, guys. 2 billion hacked in DeFi this year. Bedrock and zkLend were both exploited this week alone for over $11 million. Some attacks came from the insiders. Of course, that's usually where it is. It's because somehow they have to know how to get in, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, who do you trust? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How to play. So you got to avoid small, unaudited protocols, guys. I mean, as much as you can. Stick to the established DeFi blue chips, or sit out until the security proofs, right? So, I mean, there are a lot of guys giving high yield and high. This is if you didn't learn this in the last bull run. I mean, they were giving stupid APYs. You remember 30%, 40% APYs, 100% APYs.
Yeah, 100%, 200%. You're like, oh god, these are gonna run real quick. When they started
I mean, they went on for a long period of time. I mean, there were so many protocols that people were just crushing it, right? But it was like it's got eventually. It's like talk about Ponzi.
Oh yeah,
there were tokens that they just
house of cards.
You could buy $100 worth, and the next thing you know, you got $1,000 worth. It was insane. But you had to sell. It's not something you can keep. Can't keep that. Cannot keep that momentum going. Well, I wish I could. There was a few that I owned that I should have been a millionaire already. It was only take 2 years. AI. Okay, let's talk about Telegram's 300 million partnership with XAI. That's Grok, guys. Grok chatbots now built into Telegram with a 50-50 revenue split. So let's see how that goes. And then
that's gonna be awesome.
I mean, I don't know how a 50-50 revenue split. So they're splitting the money that the people signing up on.
I don't know. I hope they do it in Ton Coin because Ton is Telegram coin.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I'm sure you're going to be able to transfer. Remember, X, which is Musk.
Give it to you.
He's doing the big deal, right? Where he's going to make it so he wants the all-in-one kind of deal, right? So he wants the all-in-one.
Like the Asians have it. Whatever they, I forgot
that.
Like
you're calling WeChat, buddy.
WeChat, yeah, WeChat.
I mean, Christian goes straight to the Asians. Like, at least he wasn't, he goes, those Chinese. I'm like, I'm like,
what I meant. Dang it.
Anyway, this could be the blueprint for AI-powered trading bots, guys. Think about that. Social analytics and new AI crypto app. you know it's coming. I'm telling you, he's going to be able to. You're going to be able to trade. He wants to make it so you can trade, do your investments, do your banking all on X. So that's going to be probably done
100%.
through the Telegram app. So if he can get that on, it's going to be a big deal, guys, because already Telegram supports so many different wallets and so much stuff. So I'm sure he'll take that technology, rip it, and they'll be moving on.
It'd be so
What else?
easy
Talk
too.
about macro risk switch.
Go across the world. Can you imagine? Your bank account's on X, and you're like going to different countries.
Oh, 100%. You can utilize it wherever you want. It's easy.
Exactly.
Easy,
super easy.
Easy. Well, crypto is the answer. Crypto's cross border, cross everything, right? So, if you don't see that, that's just what's going on. All right, let's just talk about JP Morgan, Mindy. JP Morgan sees a 40% recession odds. So it's actually dropping. They were up like 90% one time. Slashes the 2025 GDP to 1.3. Fed Powell doubled down. No hurry for rate cuts. Tariffs are boosting inflation risks.
Man, today it's just been like they're talking about Fed Powell today and yesterday. Like his ears must have been going off because they were talking about it all day today.
Fed Powell,
the orange one, yep, and the vice president. We're talking about him.
Oh, the vice. I want to say JD Vance was killing him.
Killing him.
It was killing him. He went off on him. It was great. I would like to see that happen.
I loved it.
Okay, so let's just talk about this. How to play. So BTC and gold are macro hedges, guys. Keep your risks light in equities. Right. So stay alert for any treasury action failures or bond market spikes, guys. So they're easy warnings of the next big move. Guys, we're going to be seeing quantitative easing. You're going to see a little QE coming in shortly, right? They're taking and they got another sneaky way of doing quantitative easing.
What do you want to call it? How many rate cuts do you want to call it?
No, what they're going to do is they're lessening rules and they're lessening how much money the bank actually has to keep for every dollar. So for every dollar you have deposited, I think they have to keep 10%, right? So that's the rest.
That was gone away like 2 years ago.
I think they're moving. They brought it back because
they brought it back.
Remember we had the whole situation with 08 was that the reason it went big was 08 because that's where in the last recession. So now they're going to basically untie it a little bit. So you're going to see them loaning money. They're going to be loaning tons of dough because they don't have to have as much in to give it to you. Anyway, let's go to my boy, the Safecracker, in his trench segment. And, I love the trench. Christian loves the trench. He's from the trench. This is about as dirty as he gets. Oh, we talked about Mortgage Coin, right? We talked about, I don't know if we talked about Pokey 6900.
No.
3,876 stealth meme. Still trading. Sniper bots are still active on that guy. Stupid, like don't be stupid, but stupid is at 235%, 24 million in volume. Classic meme revival. Whales laddering up, likely to be a safer than the rest, right? So you can look at stupid. You got Popu, plus 310%, 2 million in inflows. TikTok fueled microcap vibe. Scalp only, get out fast, guys. Popu. If you're in, get out.
Get out.
Get out. Get in, get out, make some dough. It's on you guys. Remember, none of this is financial advice. You do you. Everything you do is risky. So do it on the BNB chain. So there are been some good meme plays on the BNB chain. BNB is starting to really make its comeback again. But you've got Sahara AI. We talked about that earlier. 968% on almost 500 million, right? This is where AI money is rotating tonight. Watch for BNB AI clones in the next session. Concrete price. 22,861.1%. That's on BNB. That's huge. Smells like exit liquidity. Parabolic spike on less than 75 million. So keep your eyes out, guys. And Ethereum Avalanche. You've got Yobi on ETH at a 1.32 sub 1 million. It's a little micro cap, high risk. It's a pure degen mauve. Yobi on ETH. And then you've got Pio on AVAX. These are all things that we look through. I have my boy Safecracker, and he goes through this. He is looking at projects all day long, and he found PIO on AVAX at a 4,146% return. Also tiny volume. He thinks it's all bot-driven volume. So if you're going to play quick. Again, get your stop losses. Get in, get out. Just make your quick money. You know what I mean? Narrative flow. Solana meme coins dominate. They always have, right?
Yep.
Capital rotates from one meme to the next, so don't get attached. Ride the volume and respect the stop loss. Basically, guys, you got to remember, it follows, I know the degens, and all you degens are out there listening to us. It follows the narrative, right? So whatever the narrative is, if Elon were to shit his pants right now in public, the next big coin would be Elon shits his pants. You could put fucking $10 and become a millionaire instantly. But the SEC don't get greedy, right? Because Elon shits his pants until they got Elon cleans it up, right? You know what I mean? So, right? I'm just right now. Christian's like, should we have an Elon shits his pants deal? Right? I don't know.
Every time he changes his name on X, it's boom, a new coin.
Oh, absolutely. It pops. It pops hard. All right. So Blast. These are on deck early signals. Blast unlocks drop tomorrow. 11.6 billion tokens hitting the market, guys. So watch for volatility in Blast. Possible dumps and airdrop farmers rotating profits into new memes. Ethereum EIP 7782. We talked about it earlier. And the Lido upgrades. If mainnet dates get set, the ETH sentiment basically could flip in real time. Guys, if they say we're going to get it, we have it, we're going to launch it, we could see ETH just do the old launching in 5, 4, 3. It'll be like 1. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you. Because the whales will buy in. So keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled. I mean, look it up. Keep your eyes on that upgrade. The U.S. dollar index, son, is hitting a multi-year low. BRICS nations are accelerating de-dollarization. And I know Trump is trying everything he can to stop that. And you guys got to remember one big thing, because what's different between Sunday and today, or Monday and today, the ceasefire between Israel and Iran dropped oil from 65 and the VIX by 12%. But bond markets are not buying all clear. Watch for a sharp reversal in headlines. So, right now it's crazy. But what's interesting is I was listening to someone today. Iran is serving it to their people like this is the first time we've ever beat United States and we beat Israel. Israel is serving it like they beat everyone, and U.S. is serving it like they beat everyone. And Trump is like, go ahead, we all beat each other. We all won. Let's be at peace. Right?
It's a beat off.
It's a beat off, and we'll see what's going on. All right, I am going to bring our noble, one and only girl to the stage because we're already 23 minutes. This was a long one, guys.
Yeah,
here she is. I hope you love her.
Garage gang, it's Lulu. And before we shift gears, let me say this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm seeing tonight on the market dashboard. Let's lift the hood and look at some real numbers, spelled out so everyone can follow along. Starting with Bitcoin up in the top left, we're trading around $107,667. The 1-minute RSI, that's our relative strength index, is at 52. Picture your engine temp gauge right in the middle. Enough power, but not running hot. The volume on this recent push is just over 16,000 Bitcoin, so there's good fuel in the tank, but we're not at maximum speed. I'm seeing those long buy signals popping up, meaning the bulls are pressing the gas, but that orange bearish signal is a warning light. Some drivers may be ready for a pit stop. If Bitcoin drops below 107,400, it might cool off, but above 107,900, we could see another burst of speed. Moving over to Solana in the top right, SOL is trading at $146.77, and the RSI is at 57. Think of that as a sports coupe just starting to open up on the freeway. Volume for the last hour is about 770,000 SOL, so there's real fuel for acceleration. We've got some green buy signals, but resistance is sitting at $147.50. If SOL can break through there, it might turbo up to $149. If it falls below 144, I'm watching for a quick pit stop. Now down to Ethereum, bottom left. ETH is clocking in at $2,463 with an RSI of 53. That's like a hybrid engine, running smooth and quiet, but not quite gunning it down the straightaway. Volume on this move is about 13,000 ETH. The most recent long sell flag at 2,465 means sellers might step in, but if we hold above 2,455, Ethereum could get another push. If we drop below 2,440, the bears could take control. Cardano, in the bottom right, is the commuter car of the night. It's trading at 57 cents and 33 hundredths with an RSI at 58. There's just enough horsepower to keep things rolling, not enough for a burnout. Volume is lighter, around 1,800,000 ADA. That recent high at 57 cents and 82 hundredths is the level to watch. If ADA can climb past 58 cents, maybe we see a run towards 60 cents. If it drops under 57 cents, I expect a slow roll back toward 56. And because every serious race needs a wild card, let's peek at Moonpig. It's trading at $0.000587.
She always likes that Moonpig.
That's right, less than a penny. Nobody should really be charting this, but it always makes me smile. RSI shot up to 64 when Moonpig popped, meaning the crowd hit the gas for a wild lap. Volume hit 2,400,000 tokens in just a few minutes, and then just as quickly, it was back to idling. With barely any support under 0.0057, this is the clown car of the track. Fun to watch, but don't take it too seriously. To wrap it up, think of RSI as your engine temperature. Stay out of the red, and your car should finish the race. Volume is your fuel gauge. The more you have, the more power for big moves. Buy and sell signals are your track lights. Use them to time your moves, but you still need to know how to drive. That's your chart check with Lulu and a big smile. Remember, none of this is advice. It's just what I see from the driver's seat tonight. Back to Blackjack and Christian for what's next in the garage.
Just call me Blackjack. How are you doing today, everybody? Okay. Well, I hope you guys are having great. So we're just going to go over a couple last things. So bottom line is this, guys. BTC is running true scarcity engine, right? So every dip is basically someone's final entry, right? Meme and AI coins, they're basically all have NOS in them. They got the NOS tanks for this cycle. The volatility is off the charts, and winners are changing by the hours, right? So the macro is on a knife's edge. Equities are celebrating with the ceasefire, but the bond market says no too fast. AI is officially a separate asset class. Micron, UDO, and Telegram and XAI deals show the next big tech cycle is already running, and DeFi is still the wild and dangerous wild west. Security failures are up, but the innovation is the speed. Know your risks. Christian?
Yep.
That's really it, guys.
That's it. I mean, long show, great show, great
Be
day.
blessed. Garage out. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a great night.